Hello everyone, Allie here, and welcome to the Gold Mine. Thank you for joining me here on another episode at Allie's Treasure Trove. Today I have something I haven't done on this channel before. Did do one prior over on the Titan card channel. I'm going to go ahead and link that right up there in the corner. But I'm giving you guys an update to my PSA 10 collection. Now I primarily have Pokemon cards here. I do have one Star Wars card as well. It was too cheap to pass up, so I did go ahead and pick that up for my collection. But I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what I have in PSA 10. Now, as you guys can see, do have some pretty cool stuff here. Mainly Whoopers, a couple of Japanese exclusive promos, and then also I have kind of an odds and end pile over here on the top left. But let's go ahead and switch views, take a look at everything here. But yeah, I do have, and I'm always actively looking to increase my PSA 10 Whooper collection. Whooper is my favorite Pokemon, so that is what I am trying to get the most out of, as the Whoopers. I'm trying to get every single card that has a Whooper on it. One thing that was supposed to arrive today, but a fresh acquisition of mine, courtesy of Andon, is a PSA 10 Pokemon Nurse. Now that card, if I remember, I'll go ahead and put an image right up here. It does have Nurse Joy tending to a Whooper, so that does count for my Whooper collection. Some other cards I'm looking for are the Heart Gold Soul Silver Fisherman, and also there's an older Energy Switch, I believe, that has a Whooper and maybe like a Marill or something on it. But we're going to go ahead and look at everything I have here. I'm just going to show it off to you guys. I do have a pretty extensive Whooper collection. Now I've noticed the prices on some of these cards have been going up recently. I mean, Shiny Hype has raised the price on Shiny Whoopers. I've noticed people having insane prices on these Korokoro promos on eBay. But I do actually have a fresh acquisition in here I want to show off to you guys. Don't have that Nurse in hand just quite yet, but I do have another new addition to my collection to show off to you guys. But let's start over here with this pile. I do have the Hidden Fates 2019 Shiny Whooper in English and Japanese. I did manage to find one in Japanese on eBay at auction to go ahead and snag it. My goal would to be have every single different copy of Whooper in every language available, all in PSA 10s. There's some cards that I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do it myself. I mean, if there's no Heart Gold Soul Silver Fisherman's graded at this point, which I think last time I checked the census, there's only a couple 9s. Probably going to have to try and maybe order some foils, a bunch of foils off a TCG player and try and do it myself. As well as some of these newer Whoopers like Dragon's Majesty and also Vivid Voltage. Not sure that people are sending off, bulk Whoopers to PSA, especially with today's actual price increase. So eventually I'm going to have to send off my own submission to PSA, but they actually just raised their prices. So I'm like, I've cursed myself. I have to do it at some point, but maybe not in the near future. But there are my Shiny Whoopers, English and Japanese. Do have a First Ed Neo Discovery here. Of course, for cards that have First Edition versions and non-First Ed versions, unlimited versions, I would love to collect those as well. I really do need to make myself a checklist. That way, when I'm checking, I can more accurately remember what I'm looking for. But do have the First Edition here, Neo Discovery. And then I have a Japanese Neo, which is not Neo Discovery, but Japanese card here. Now, this is one I actually won on auction pretty cheap from, I think, PWCC. It was cracked already in the image. I actually honestly hadn't noticed till it arrived in the mail. It was like $9, and I was like, oh, did it get damaged in transit? But no, looking at the picture of the auction, it was cracked. So this is something I'll have to send off to PSA to get recased at some point. But the card itself isn't damaged. It's just that, it's busted up corner down there, bottom left. Then I have an English First Ed Neo Whooper here. Just the one here, EX Unseen Forces Whooper Reverse. Do need to find a regular non-holo, but this is the reverse. Now for sets in this time, instead of the full card being shiny, it was just actually the window with the set logo there in the corner. Those are the reverse holos from this time period of Pokemon, mid-2000s. And that'll do it for this pile here. Got a couple of Japanese exclusive promos to look at. Do have the year 2000s. This is actually a 21-year-old card here, a Japanese promo from the Korokoro comics. Of course, PSA 10. These cards used to be about like $50 a piece. I see now they're trending around 200. So they're getting quite expensive. There are a double whoop there. And then also, this is a 2002 promo from McDonald's. That was exclusive to Japan. There's no English release of this card, but this is one of my favorites. Doesn't come in reverse holo or anything like that. Just a plain non-foil Whooper. I absolutely love this card. One of the cutest Whooper arts out there, if I'm being honest. Of course, do have that one a 10 as well. This is my most recent pickup aside from the Nurse that hasn't yet to arrive. This is a Delta Species Grass Whooper from EX Dragon Frontiers. Very, very cute. Very, very, very pleased to have this in my collection. I was actually waiting on this one. I was like, I don't know. And then there was an Aquapolis Wooper that I missed out on. Someone offered a best offer, and the seller took it. It looks like that Aquapolis Wooper did sell for around $300. So I was getting very nervous. I was like, yeah, the longer I wait, I mean, yes, it could have just been someone mass collecting the Aquapolis set. But I was like, I don't want to wait. I'm just going to go ahead and pick this one up. So I sent an offer, and the seller took my offer on this Dragon Frontiers here. Do have just the base non-hollow EX Team Rocket return. So if this one were to be a reverse hollow just like that Dragon Frontiers one, it would have the EX Team Rocket returns little logo down there, and just the image here would be hollow. Also, love this Wooper art as well. He's just smiling down at the bottom of the sea. Super cute. And then this is one of the trainer cards. Like I was mentioning, Pokemon Nurse is one I want to have a reverse and regular card. I thought for some reason I had a non-hollow Town Volunteers. Apparently I don't, looking through my pile here. Now that I think about it, I feel like I also had this revelation in that video I linked up at the top corner. But I do need to go ahead and pick one up. This one counts here again. I'm really pushing my collection boundaries here. There's a Wooper on it. It counts. Little Wooper there chilling behind Bulbasaur and the trainer there. I believe that's a Pokemon breeder. But I remember this one popped up on eBay, and I looked in the census, and there's only one of it at the time. Not sure how many Town Volunteers there are out there at the moment, but when I bought it, it was the only one. Speaking of ones where is the only one, at one point I had the whole population of this card right here. This is an Aquapolis reverse hollow of the two Woopers, not the depressed Wooper that's sad and crying. That is the one I actually missed out on eBay. Seller had it up for $10,000 at best offer. They didn't get anywhere close to that, but I was like, man, I probably would have paid what they took the offer on. But do have this one here. At one point, there's just one on the census. I had it. And then one day I was just looking on eBay and a second one popped up. I was like, what? Thought I had the only one. I checked and there was a one that would have been, I guess, freshly graded, newly added. So then there was Pop 2. Last time I checked, it was Pop 3. So there's another one out there. At least one more that I don't have. But at one point, I was the cool kid that had both of these only two ones that existed in a 10. And then Aquapolis, the set, actually had two Woopers. I do have the non-hollow here. Like I said, the one I missed out on recently, no, I have two of them. I just want Woopers, man. I can't resist. If it's cheap, I'll buy it. Now, actually, recently, like past month or so, updated my Instagram status to saying buying PSA 10 Woopers. Like in my little Instagram description. If you guys want to check out my Instagram, that's linked down below. But I did miss out on this one in reverse. I do think the seller took an offer of about $300 based on, checking out the back end of eBay. But I do have two regulars. Don't have a reverse one. Definitely going to need to pick that one up. Hopefully it doesn't go up much higher than that. I'm not too sure how many people out there actually collect Woopers. One of my friends actually had tagged me in a Burbank City post on Facebook, where someone also was a Wooper collector, but they are in Canada, so eBay's global shipping program does bite them in the butt quite frequently, so there is at least one more Wooper collector out there. But that actually does it here for my regular Wooper collection. Not as large as I'd like it to be, but of course, like I said, I'm always on the prowl looking for new listings. Stuff that pops up on eBay tends to just be more random shiny Woopers or Korokoro promos. Not too frequently do you actually see other cards with Wooper listed. So it's a bit of a dry search, but every now and then something pops up. But on to my odds and end. This is like the real odds and end, but like cool stuff that I do enjoy. I do actually have this Guzma Pikachu. And I did get these before they spiked up super hard. There was a seller from Japan that was running auctions, it seemed like every weekend for like a month and a half, of full sets of the Boss Pikachus. And I kept getting outbid around like 20 bucks. So, of course, it was $15 shipping, but then each card you bought, the shipping was a bit less. But I kept cheaping out, and I never ended up putting together my whole set. So I only have the Guzma here. Of course, I do regret it, because it seems like each Boss Pikachu is like upwards of 250 bucks right now, because, everyone's crazy about Pikachu. So I really wish I had completed that set back in the day, but I'm happy with my Team Skull Pikachu. Like, he's awesome. Look how cool this Pikachu is. That is such a cool Pikachu, but of course, Gem Mint PSA 10. And then I have a couple of other Japanese cards I just found. That Japanese seller had auctions running to have the full art. The set was Sun and Moon Sky Legend. Celeste, I don't know what set it was over here though. But the Jesse and James full art trainer have that in Japanese full art and also in the regular holo rare. Just because Jesse and James are so cool. I grew up watching, of course, original series of Pokemon. Love these pair of Team Rocket nincompoops. So I definitely wanted to pick those up. Never ended up... since I had these in Japanese, I never felt too compelled to pick them up in English. Although now I wish I had them, just like I'm doing with the Whoopers. I want them in English and Japanese. Now I'm like, man, I wish I had these and wish I had these in English as well. But again, those I've been priced out of for how much I'm willing to spend on these trainer cards. I like them. I don't like them that much. Like, they're really cool, but I could put that in the Whooper bank, so to speak. And then this one was one of those just too cheap to pass up. I do love Magnemites. I'm not too crazy about Magneton, but of course it's just a bunch of Magnemites, so like really what's the difference? I do have a surplus of like little Ditto Magnemite, little Magnemites. I think I actually have 3, so I put them together, pretend they're Magneton. But Magnemite's super cute, so when I saw the shiny Magneton on auction, I was like, yeah, definitely, I'll go ahead and pick it up. Only have the Japanese version, never actually even looked to see an English version of this card. Which I'm sure, like I said, with people shiny hunting now, more and more so, I'm sure that's going up in price. But I just like it, I like having it in my collection. And then odds and ends are mainly things that I just found, stumbled across. 99-cent auctions. I'm like, you know what? $10 for the Spinnerack and a 10. Sure, it's super cute. Not mainly a Spinnerack collector, but you know what? Aquapolis Reverse Holo. It's really cute picture. I couldn't pass it up. It used to be the days where people would just be auctioning up PSA 10 Pokemon cards and it'd be super cheap. That day has gone and passed, and I don't think it's ever coming back. But I'm pleased to have a little micro Spinnerack collection. Little micro Spinnerack collection. Just cute. I don't like bug Pokemon. Did learn that Snom is an ice bug, so I guess that's an exception to the rule of me not liking bugs. But Spinnerack, I just like, he has a little sad face on his butt. He's so cute. This card I actually straight up won on for 99 cents on a Probstein auction. Cards like this existing are the reason PSA keeps raising their prices. People just filling out their orders with just absolute bulk. Literally a base card. Not even a refractor. It's not shiny or anything. This is literally a straight up 2018 Top Star Wars Finest base card. Yeah, it's gem mint, but it's not worth anything. But Callus is one of my favorite Star Wars characters, so I was like, yeah, sure, I'm down for 99 cents. But this is why PSA keeps raising their prices. And I'm like, thank you, I like this. I never knew I'd want something like this, but like, PSA also needs to hire more employees. Like, y'all need a larger team working on stuff. Like, I get it, you're backed up, but like, at some point, y'all need to figure out a solution. But there is my one graded Star Wars card. I'm not into graded Star Wars cards. I really don't like Star Wars cards that are graded, but I bet this is like the only one on the census. It's cool. Anyways, like I said, I like Callus, but I don't encourage sending base cards. Like Pokemon base, it's different because like people have their favorite Pokemon. Star Wars base cards are just kind of like, again, I'm not a big proponent of Star Wars graded cards. I know there's some people that really like getting Star Wars cards graded. There's even people that like grading sketch cards, which I think is horrendous. If that's your thing, more power to you. Not for me at all. But I just don't, I don't know. Like sport cards I see, Pokemon cards I see, Yu-Gi-Oh! Magic to me is a little weird if it's not like Power 9 or like Liliana Yoshitaka mono foils. Things like that's a little weird to me. But like I get it for Pokemon, classic Yu-Gi-Oh! Like Blue Eyes White Dragons. Yeah, sure, send that to PSA. Star Wars cards, I don't know. Change my mind in the comment section down below. Why do you like graded Star Wars cards? And then my final card here isn't even PSA. Like, honestly, I'm still kind of confused as to what this is. This is some older in the game thing, but it's an encased Ben Bishop auto. Don't know if it, like, came out of the pack like this. I'm assuming it did. I'm assuming it's kind of, like, encased from Panini, but from an in-the-game product, 2012-13 Ultimate Memorabilia, 12th edition, Future Stars, autographed silver Ben Bishop, number 515 out of 10,000? Or is it Ben Bishop 15 of 24 out of the ultimate print run of 10,000? I really don't know, but you know what? Ben Bishop. It's a Ben Bishop card, so I was like, cool, sure. So this lives in my graded card box, even though it's technically just slabbed. But I don't really have space for it otherwise. It doesn't fit with anything. It reminds me of like the Beckett style cases. I'm not too crazy. Usually I like square things. Like you'd think I'd love these because this reminds me of like my old Windows Phone. Like that's what I loved about it. I love the square. Like I don't know. So you think I'd like it more than I actually do, but I don't care for the encasement. I love it because it's Ben Bishop. Very young Ben Bishop as well. But a Ben Bishop auto is a Ben Bishop auto. But that actually does it here for my PSA collection. I know, maybe not the most impressive, but I really love my PSA collection. I love my Whoopers. Like I said, always looking to add more Whoopers. I think my hardest thing to accomplish will be getting all these random different trainer cards. I would think... I mean, it probably is worth doing myself to try and go through those Heart Gold, Soul Silver Fishermans, because Heart Gold, Soul Silver border stuff is just expensive anyways. And if someone got one in a 10, it would be the only one, and I could see that selling for a lot. So that would be something better to do myself. I do have this pile over here. I had promised over on Titan Cards. That's where that other video came from, if you guys looked at that thing. That if we hit a light goal, I would send off some Vivid Voltage Whoopers to PSA. So I do have a couple of reverse ones eventually I'm going to have to go through, and I don't know, honestly, if these would make the cuts. I'd have to have Boss Man look at it. This one's off-centered. This one's not a 10. Alright, let's see. What are you? You are also off-centered. You are not a 10. Cool, so I have to find a reverse. But I do have this healthy stack here of non-foil Whoopers, which I'm sure, not this one. I can see edge wear on this one right here, where my thumb is. But I would think maybe one of these would be a 10. And then I'll probably, like I said, just have to start ordering stuff off TCG Player listed as near mint and hope for the best. Or maybe I can look on eBay where at least there's pictures of things. But honestly, older cards, it's going to be very difficult. That's the thing. It's like, it's a Whooper. Like, who cares about a Whooper? And it's like, yeah, well, the Whooper is 20 years old. You want that to be where even Pack Fresh isn't a PSA 10. You're looking for a 20-year-old card to be in mint condition? I'm like, yeah. So this is something I kind of need to put more focus on. Although, like I said, I do check very frequently. It's just there's not too much listed. Thankfully, like I said, there's one person I know in Canada that collects Whoopers, but usually they're priced out by cards being like an extra $30, $40 just based on global shipping. So do have a bit of advantage there. But I'm very excited for my Pokemon Nurse to come in. That Whooper is so cute, getting his tail bandaged up by Nurse Joy. I think that had a population of 6, so not the most common card there either. But that'll do it here for my PSA collection update and review. Just the one new card to show off to you guys, that EX, where is he? The EX Dragon Frontiers Whooper. And unfortunately don't have the nurse in hand to show you, but I did throw that image up on screen earlier. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video here and enjoyed taking a look at my collection. I thought it was quick. I just looked at the timer, showing 17, almost 18 minutes here. But I hope you guys enjoyed looking at my Whooper cards. I really enjoy looking at them. Sometimes I just take them out to like look at them. They're so, like, look at this. How can you look at this card and not smile? So that's my task for you guys today, is I want you to stare at this Whooper. I want you to smile, and I want you to put your brain into a good place. Maybe you're having a bad day. Focus on Aquapolis Whoop number 117. Please. But that'll do it here for this bit of a wonky video. I hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to go ahead and hit that like button. Comments for me, leave those down below. And of course, if you're not yet part of Allie's Treasure Trove family, make sure you go on ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, keep an eye out on Wednesday. Do plan on having a bonus haul video. And of course, we'll be back on Thursday with our new little routine here. We got Allie Plays episodes on Thursday. That is it for me here. Before I get on out of this video for sure, though, do have to give a big shout out to all of our patrons over on Patreon. Thank you so much, you guys, for your above and beyond continued support. I really, truly do appreciate it. Do have 4 Ultimate Excavators now. Dustin Archuleta, Jack Perez, Keith Muna, and Stephen Olivo. 1 Gemstone Miner, and that is Andon. And of course, 1 Crystal Collector, Daryl Wise. But I really do appreciate each and every one of my patrons. I appreciate each and every one of you subscribers as well. But extra big thanks to all of our patrons. And of course, all patrons do have their names shown on screen at the end of every video. That is it for me here today. Really hope you enjoyed this video. Take care, everyone. I'll catch you next time as we unearth some more treasures here at Allie's Treasure Trove. So thank you for watching, everyone. Stay safe. I'll see you next time. Bye.